Piping hot. This up in when I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. My digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The governor. A lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. In my granny's pot, she asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. Mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams.
Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go. And a nice return set. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Six yards left on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Jeremy Chinn there defensively.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for L.A. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the ground, McCaffrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
(7-7) our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. It's Herbert. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Indy.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open. And the
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On first down, Dobbins. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th and that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up to third down.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, Wentz. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. So second and 4 from the 22. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half. So we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to... Dial up the long way out there, but it'll be... Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A 1st carry for Trenton Cannon.
He's brought down at the 1st down, an 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Los Angeles.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Out to his left. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. Herbert has it knocked free. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Herbert now. He completes it to Ridley. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Oh, really nice job there by Darnell Savage, plucking that one out of the air for an interception. And he flipped between free safety and strong safety in the early part of his NFL career. But if you ask him what position he plays, he'll tell you football player. The former first-round pick led Green Bay with 4 interceptions in 2020.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they can't bring him down. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing, Herbert. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles...